Lots of macro noises out there. We have the banking crisis, high inflation, high rate environment. I'm just wondering, how is that factoring into how you position Marriott in the Asia Pacific?
So, Aslinda, good afternoon from the vibrant city of Melbourne. It's great to be on the program. Again, at Marriott, we are very bullish and optimistic on the power of travel. We've seen pretty much as soon as borders have opened across Asia Pacific and really around the world, travel has come back really, really strongly. So today, I'm thrilled to be here in Melbourne for the brand debut of our stunning Ritz-Carlton hotel in Melbourne, which also marks our 1,000th hotel opening in Asia Pacific. Great times for us as we look at opening around 2 hotels every week across Asia Pacific. So it really underscores
you talk about strong demand.
Optimism.
Rajeev, you talk about strong demand. Give us a sense of occupancy. Where is it now? And which markets in particular are driving that growth?
So across Asia Pacific, Celinda, if I can put into perspective, when you looked at first quarter last year in Asia Pacific ex-China, our first quarter was really 49% behind 2019. But by the time we had finished the fourth quarter, we were 106% recovered to 2019. That meant that in the 3 quarters, in the back half of 22, we had recovered and doubled our RevPAR growth and exceeded 2019 numbers. Markets like Australia, India, Korea were some of the markets that performed very strongly for us. And that trend continues. In fact, if you look at our global earnings that we released earlier, for fourth quarter, we were 105% recovered to 2019.
Of course, China's reopening is the big story for hotels. Return of Chinese tourists has massive ramifications pretty much across the region. To what extent are Chinese tourists filling up your rooms?
So we are very excited about opening of China, but also being a bit realistic, because as you look at the airlift coming out of China, really, in the month of January, outbound airlift was around 10 to 12% of 2019. We know it's building up air capacity, more planes are being added, and Chinese travelers are looking to coming across to Asia Pacific as their first stop, as they then start to travel the world. Now, keep in mind, pre-COVID in 2019, over 155 million Chinese travelers went out of China. Much of them visiting Asia Pacific, and we can't wait to welcome more and more across our portfolio of hotels in Asia Pacific.
So what kind of tailwind are you expecting in the second half? People talk about the 2 halves in 2023, the second half being perhaps stronger than the first.
So we've seen a very strong growth coming into the first quarter. Again, when you think about last year, we were fully recovered in our business and actually grew 19 without Chinese travelers coming out. And now with China opening up, most countries across Asia opening up. In fact, if you think about Japan, it really only opened in the fourth quarter of 22. So now with all borders open, I remain very optimistic on opportunities for travel as we look across Asia Pacific and more so around the world.